show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness. The time is now. The time is now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mayhemic Thursday. I hope everybody is having an amazing mayhemicness of a Thursday. Skull. Good to see everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Rabid Coyote, good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Robert Bates is in the building. Scott Hummer, good to see you. Good to see you. KP Heathen, good to see you, bro. Hope you are doing well. Wisconsin Farm Boy, welcome, welcome, welcome. Sherry is in the house. Yes, indeedy. Paul J. Conroy Sr., good to see you, my friend. Hope you are doing well. Colleen, hello. How are you? Hope you had a great day today. Hope everything is well. She said, it snowed in Western New York. I am over it. And I don't blame you, sister. I do not blame you. Robert Ham, good evening. Hope you are doing well. Welcome in. Mrs. OVP, a.k.a. Rita. Hi, how are you? As she speaks to the hubby, Mr. OVP. Good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Steel and Tree, welcome in, welcome in. My man, my friend, the guru, the OG, Old Mutt. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope the family's doing well. Hashtag Old Mutt's kids. Yes, I am one of them right here. You cannot claim that unless you actually meet him in person, shake his hand, have a conversation, and then you too can use the hashtag Old Mutt's kids. And if you don't, you will be hit with a $125,000 copyright infringement. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in, welcome in. Donald, good to see you. Michelle White, welcome in. Little Lone Prepper, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Sherry, Hoogie family, everybody's coming in today. Ed, I hope you and Tara are doing fantastic today. Michael Wolf, good to see you. Thank you for joining us tonight on Mayhemic Thursday. Vet Prep, I see you over there. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well, bruh, and everything is doing well. Mama Moore, good evening. Good to see you. Tracy K, that's right. You got to take a me day, as she said. I needed a me day. She's exhausted in general. Yes, everybody needs a me day to do me things. Yeah, absolutely. Welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. We're going to talk a little bit tonight about solar panel basics, y'all. Now, all of y'all, there are a lot of y'all in the chat that know a lot more about solar than moi, and that's okay. That's why we're all here. We all share information, and tonight we're going to talk about solar panels in general. Okay, we ain't going to do a deep dive. We're going to save that for the bug out weekend, for the class that I'm doing on solar generators and solar panels. Hopefully that will be recorded so we can post that, because it is going to be a great class. Everybody's going to learn together. Grit and Grace, good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Sheena, Sales, Thrifty, Treasures. Welcome. Good to see you. Modi Soldier, my brother, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. All of you fine, amazing people. Welcome to Mayhemic Thursday. All right, let's dive into this, and let me get out of top chat. Yeah, because I had to refresh my page. Wolfang, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well this evening. Hope everything in Southern Ohio is treating you respectfully. Yes, Connie Corso, welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, bruh. Hope everything is good. She said, I'm leaving you running. Have a great stream. Thank you so much, Sheena, and I appreciate it. By the way, folks, do me a favor. If you don't mind, kind sir, polite ma'am, smash that like button. Share this out if you like, because that's how the channel grows. We grow one subscriber at a time. That's how we do it, plain and simple. She is Sunshine. Welcome in. Sherry, did I speak to you? If not, hello. How are you? How was your day? I hope you had a great day today. Okay, let's dive into this. First of all, let's see by a round of hands, how many of you have at least one solar panel and at least one solar generator? Plain and simple. Yeah, because we're going to talk about pairing and what to do and how to charge it and all that good stuff, and just some basic stuff about solar panels. If you have a solar generator, put a 1 in the chat. What I got going on over here? Okay, let me include myself, because I do have a 1 or 2 of them. Yeah. Michael Wolf said, I went camping for 34 days. I kept my tech charged on solar panels. Was very interesting. Absolutely. That's how you do it when you're in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, yeah. Gigi's Garden, good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay. Ed's laughing as he puts in 1111111. Yeah, exactly. And it is what it is. Exactly. Family man, good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. He said, I love solar talk. Yeah, same here. And it doesn't have to be difficult. It really doesn't, y'all. It could be as simple as pull it out, turn it on, and plug something in that you need to have running. Yeah, yeah. Rick Maverick said, would be nice, but no. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it, Rick. Yeah. Oops, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. Paul J. Conroy said 0, but I got a home-built monstrosity. Absolutely, absolutely. Happy Mac said, just bought 10 more panels. I hate those giant utility bills. I don't want any. I'm with you on that, Happy Mac, and I'm working on a home solution. So I'm hoping I can cut that cable and not worry about the electric company anymore. Prepping with Pugs. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so here's the basics. Stang, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you, Stang. Teresa, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oops, I hope I spoke to you, but if I did not, hello. Okay, so let's talk basic solar panels, okay? They come in an array of wattage, anywhere from the fold out 5 watt, 30 watt, up to 600 plus watt panels. But we're going to focus on portable solar panels that, you don't have, to have two people carry the panel. Yeah, exactly. Colleen said, I have a solar panel on my camper, but need an inverter. Have a small solar generator so I can use my nebulizer. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Mama Moore said, thanks for whoever told me about the OUPES solar generator. Thank you so very much. Mama Moore, depends. Could have been me, could have been anybody. But OUPES is one of our amazing partners, and they have a very good product. So here's the thing, solar panels. Now, what I try to do, and this is just me, and anybody can do it the way that they see fit. I personally try to size my solar panels to my solar generators. So depending on the size of yours, you may want to look at your solar panels. And here's my thing right now. Personally, I don't care what brand of solar panel you use. All I will tell you to do is do your homework, compare prices, and get the best bang for your buck. Plain and simple. Seabass, welcome in. Yardbirds, good to see you. Chance, good to see you. How are you? Yes. Yeah. Chance said, if you have a battery, solar already, don't wait to test it. As soon as the sun pokes out, try it once to make sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. She is Sunshine said, I want a larger one that can run a home, but the way my bank account is set up, I'm with you on that. She is Sunshine. It would be amazing to have your house, whatever, run completely 100% on solar. Can it be done? Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to do the homework on it. Yeah. That's right. Yardbird says sometimes instead of trying harder, try easier. Sometimes you get amped up and it snowballs on you. Do what you can and trust in whatever gear and whatever efforts you make. Exactly. And that's just it. Keep it simple. If all you're worried about powering is your refrigerator and maybe a CPAP, whatever, a medical device, oxygen, whatever, then that's it. That's the first step. Figure out what size solar generator you need. I have multiples, anywhere from the Exodus 600 all the way up to the Titan 3. And we'll talk more about all of those amazing solar generators. I don't care what the brand is, as long as it does what you need it to do. That's what counts, folks, plain and simple. So with that, look at your solar panels, okay? I personally would not get anything under 100-watt solar panel, depending on what it is that I need to power based on the solar generator I have. So let's just take, for example, let's say you have a 256 watt hour solar generator, which I think that is what the Exodus 600 is. Okay. You need to know two things. First of all, what the maximum input is for your solar generator, meaning if you plug it into the wall and attach, or plug it into an electrical outlet and attach it to a solar panel, what is the maximum wattage that you can have? Second of all, you need to understand and know what the maximum solar wattage input is. Okay. And all of that is in the user manuals and user guides. You can go online, look your brand up, and figure that out. Tuck, good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes. Tracy, how are you? Tracy Muckin Fuss. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Forrest, welcome in. Good to see you. It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Hope the family is great. All of that stuff. So you need to understand what your maximum solar input is of your solar generator and size it to that. Because what that does is not only it will allow the maximum or close to it, there's always a 20% to 23% degradation of maximum input from a solar panel based on how it's angled. Is it cloudy, full sun, how you tilt it, how you set it up, and all of that. That's all part of learning how to get the maximum input out of your solar generators. Plain and simple. I don't know, Paul. I'm not sure. Would give you a full charge in one day, but better to go 600 watts of solar at that point. I don't know. I'm trying not to get into deep details, so I'm talking basic stuff for the people that may have just purchased their first solar generator. But I appreciate the comments as always. So Paul's comment was, in general, good rule of thumb is to have enough solar panels to charge your batteries in a half a day so that you have 3,600 watt of battery, which is 3 minus 100 amp batteries. So a 300 watt solar panel. Well, it depends. Some solar generators maximum input is only 2,100 watts. Some of them are 850. It just depends. And I don't want to get too deep into that, Paul, but I appreciate it. And yes, depending on what you're doing and what you're trying to charge. So as you can see right here, these flexible solar panels are 100 watt panels. Okay. I also have a 240 watt solar panel over there. I have a 2 something watt. I have a 100 watt solar panel. And these back here with the orange handles, those are 140 watt solar panels. So it just depends what you want to use to charge your solar generator with. And keep in mind, the more wattage you have going into it from your solar panels, the faster it's going to charge it. And that's what Paul was alluding to with all of that. So, without getting too deep and going into major geek mode, we're going to keep it basic tonight. We can talk more at Bug Out Weekend and get more in depth, side conversations in the chat, so forth and so on. Ascentine85, good evening. How are you? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well in your republic of these amazing states. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. All newcomers are welcome. That's right. Tell him, Mama Moore, all newcomers are welcome. That's the name of the game, because that's how we grow, and that's how we help the newcomers, because we all do it together. Now, yes, we'll talk about cords and all that good stuff, and then I'm going to share some new tech that's coming out. Well, it's out, but I don't think it's on the market yet. So once you figure out what size solar panel you want, and you can't see it, but my mop bag is almost done. I just got finished putting gear in it. And in the bottom of my mop bag is my Exodus 600. Okay, small solar generator. It's there. It's in the bottom of the pack. So with that, I would be fine with a 100 watt or a 240 watt solar panel. It's going to charge it fast based on the maximum input that it can take. So again, brand agnostic. I don't care what you use, what you think is best for you, okay, and your setup and your situation. Chance said, Ed, you're preaching to the choir. There'll be Barrel and then MC4 and then Anderson, but each one moves different volts too. That's true. And we're not going to get into all that, but Chance is right. Each solar generator may connect differently than another one. Like the majority of all of mine connect with an Anderson cable. MC4 to Anderson. And I'm not going to get into all of that, but I have another one that connects to Barrel. So a couple of both of my 140 watt solar panels, they came with all the adapters to fit barrels of different sizes, so forth and so on. So you may want to look at that, but the majority of the time, the solar generator you buy will come with the correct connector to connect to solar panels. The one thing I do like about OUPES, their solar panels have built into the cable the MC4, which that's this male to female MC4, and I'm not going to get into what it is, what it does. This is and I'm doing air quotes, a standard. MC4 is a standard. And it has the barrel connector on it because all of the Exodus series solar inputs are the barrel plugs. And I'm trying not to get in the weeds and stay out of the weeds. So I hope this makes sense. And so far, so good. So once you have decided on a solar panel, I don't care what brand, you then need to understand how it connects to your solar generator, whether it's barrel plug, MC4, Anderson, or whatever the connector is that comes with it. Once you figure that out, plug it in. Take it out and test it. Don't be afraid to try it, because try it now while things are air quote normal and you really don't need it, like a power outage or things like that. And then you need to not only use your solar generator, but you need to charge it by your solar panel with the sun. Now, they also have solar panels are what I would say direct sun and passive, meaning as long as the sun's out, it's going to collect something, whether it's on a cloudy day or whatever, it's going to generate something. Of course, it's not going to generate as much wattage as it would if it's clear skies, 11 o'clock in the morning, and the sun is out booming and banging and clear. And we all know that. But you need to test it and know what you get on a cloudy day as well as a sunny day. Now, once you fold out your solar panels, thank you, Old Mutt. We'll get to that in a moment. Yes. Once you've connected it, and you want to angle it, most folding solar panels have legs on them, stands. You point it and you point it in the direct direction of the sun. The downfall to that is you're going to be chasing the sun. As the sun moves, you may have to move the solar panel. And good old Mutt, my friend who gave me some amazing advice, says, my folding solar panels are in a Faraday cage storage as backup during a disaster that could damage my ground mount panels. You see that, folks? He has ground mount panels as well as portable folding solar panels. Yes, and that is a great thing to do, an amazing idea to protect them with a Faraday cage, Faraday bag, or whatever. And they make Faraday bags for solar panels. I am trying to get one of our partners to send me a Faraday bag for solar panels and solar generator. They do make Faraday bags for solar generators as well. So keep that in mind. But as I always say, please stay within your budget and get what you can. All we can do is do our best. And y'all, back of my neck, the hair I don't have on it, my cup is emptieth. Well, there's some in there, but it's floating away. And it's, listen in. It's that time. The magic pour. And if you didn't hear that, and it comes back. Thank you. How are you? Are you okay? I love you. Thank you. Say hi to everybody. Hola. The COO says hola. She is in finals mode in school. And once she gets through this set of classes, she has one semester left and she graduates. Yes. So keep her in your prayers, y'all, that she handles it. It's rough, but she can do it. And I have all the faith and confidence in her in the world that she will be graduating. Yes. Family Man said I built a wooden frame for my solar panels. Yep, I'm working. I have a project, Family Man, that I'm doing for my ground mount panels as well. And yeah, so that's something to think about. Look at that. Everybody is like, hola, hello, COO. I keep telling her that's the only reason y'all come here is to see her and your nephew Cole. Yeah, yeah. Family Man said magic. That's right. Magic coffee. See that? The cup is full. It's hot. And you may not be able to see the steam, but I do. Skull. Have a good night, Wolfang. Take care, bruh. And if I don't see you, I will see you at the bug out weekend. Thank you, Scott. Yes, she is hammering through, and it's rough. I see her. Exactly, Mama Moore. That is great news, and she will. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep, exactly. But solar is just another tool to have in our toolbox. Whether you have gas generators, propane, dual fuel, whatever, that's perfectly fine. But I like solar because number one of OPSEC, it is you don't even hear them running, and you fire up a gas generator in a severe power outage, all your neighbors are going to know that you got power, and that's okay. Each and every one of us will have to deal with it. Now, with solar, there's anywhere from 23 to 30% degradation, okay, with a solar panel. And what I mean by that, for example, 100-watt solar panel, if I plug that in and angle it just right and set it up to the sun, I may get 90 at its best. 90 watts going in versus the full 100. More like in the high 70s, mid 80s. Okay. That's why, keep that in mind, because one thing you can do, you can plug solar panels into each other. You can either serial or parallel pair them together to get maximum input. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of details, and those of you in the chat that are gurus with solar, you can expound on this if you like. But for me, I like connecting my solar panels in series versus parallel. And here's why. When you wire solar panels, connecting them in series increases voltage while keeping current constant. While connecting them in parallel keeps voltage constant, but increases the current. The choice depends on your system, your needs, what you need, including the voltage and current requirements of your inverter and your battery. So if you're going to plug two together, make sure you know what you're doing, first of all. Second of all, it ain't deep, okay? So basic math. If I have two 100-watt solar panels and plug them into each other in series and then plug that into my solar generator, maximum input per se would be 200 watts. Correct. Now, depending on the sun, all the conditions outside, you may get like 150, 150 watt input or 160 or up. Okay. Now, keep in mind, that is better than just putting one 100-watt solar panel into your solar generator. Because you're getting, let's say if you're getting out of 200-watt solar panels, 160-watt max, you've got 60 watts more than if you just plugged in your 100-watt. Okay? Basic. That's basic. There's all types of other conditions that you could increase that. But, that's why I say I wouldn't get anything under 100 watts. So again, if you serial connected 200, if you serial connected to 240-watt solar panels, okay? Now, in theory, your maximum input is 480 watts. Out of the 480 watts, you may get over 200-watt input into your solar generator to charge it. That's how they will charge faster. Good to see you. Make tariffs great again. I'm with you on that. And that's the thing. And I'm watching the chat and I'm trying to stay on point and listen and see all of the amazing comments that people are putting in there as well. Because there's a lot of people in here that do solar, and that's what they do, and they're sharing their experience, and that's fine, and that's how we all learn together. Yeah, but it's not really rocket science. 1 + 1 is still 2. 100 watts plus 100 watts is 200 watts maximum input. You may get 180, you may get 170, and it just depends. Yardbird said, "You can do it, Vision. You're a guru." I am not a guru. I learned, and I'm gonna tell you, the first person I encountered with solar and spent quite a bit of time talking to him about it, outside of my engineer that's in our group, is Old Mutt. I'm gonna tell you and I wanted to talk with him about solar because I've watched his videos, I see what he's doing, and that's the guy. And I am no guru by any means, but thank you. I appreciate that, Yardbirds. But I'm just another guy trying to help people and trying to do the things that I need to do around my house in case the power goes out. Now, I will say this. All of my solar generators are my backups. I do have a whole house generator attached to the house that runs on propane. But if I want to preserve the propane and all of that and not have that loud generator running, I'll use solar. It just depends on the situation and what's going on and how long the power could be out. The Analytic Gardener, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate it. She is Sunshine said, I've been lucky to not need them until last year when I experienced my first hurricane and my lights were off for 3 days. Was so thankful for it. Exactly. And that's why we prep, y'all. That is why we invest in either a gas propane generator, dual fuel, whatever, or solar generator. So that when we run into these types of incidences, we're prepared the best we can be, for sure. um and I know a lot of y'all in the chat always talk about solar, and anytime there is mention of solar, we could sit down and talk for hours about it. You know, there's some amazing people in the chat. I've seen some of their setups, what they're doing, and everything, and that's absolutely amazing. Um, but does that work for everybody? Not necessarily. It depends on what you need to power, what is critical, and that's the first thing you must figure out before you even purchase a solar generator. What is your critical infrastructure, allegedly, that you would need to power in a blackout? Rule 2IC, my brother, good to see you. How are you? He's speaking to everybody. Hope you're having a great day, my friend. I hope everything is wonderful. That's right, Grit and Grace. Backups for the backups. Yes. We had a power outage not too long ago. Didn't last, maybe overnight. And the COO was doing homework and had to, do some things on her laptop. So, the two things I did first was I took a solar generator, plugged in my Wi-Fi router and my internet router into one solar generator. Internet came up. Then I took a lamp into the room where she was and plugged that into another solar generator. So she had light in the room where she was doing her homework and she had internet connection. And as far as I'm concerned, that's all that needed to be. Because, didn't have to plug in a refrigerator, the freezer, and the well pump and everything else because it was almost time to go to bed. So, depending on what you do, what you need, there you go. Chance said, I thought they made camo solar, but I can't find it now. So, Chance, here's a bet, and here's a real tip I'm telling you right now. And I can't remember the details. I have to go back and read the article. Japan has developed lucent solar panels that are basically see-through. Like you see on these, the white edges and the dark panels, their panels are basically, you can hold it up that same size and see right through it. It is more efficient and it will generate power on demand. If I can find those articles, I will post them on my community tab. But their technology more efficient in everything than what's currently on the market, and I can't wait to see what the price tag on it. Anti said, Vision, rocket science. We went into space with a computer less capable than the original Atari. That is very true, Anti. Hi, Cole. You okay? You're still sleepy, but you woke up from your nap? Okay. You may get FaceTime, you may not. You'll be okay. You're right, Anti. Yeah. And that's the thing. We need to keep it short and simple. Yeah. And that's how we do it. Was that Ed said wanting to be by thermal ghosting mod for night vision. It looks awesome. Exactly, Ed. It does. Blue butterfly. Welcome in. And the analytic guard said, I'm doing well. Vision, thanks. Hope you and the COO are doing well. We are doing well. Everybody's great. No, sir. No, sir. Paw down. You'll be okay. No. Cole's demanding his attention time. CUCV Farmer, welcome in, welcome in. Now, so once you figure out how much solar input you want, and you buy one panel, two panels, three, four, whatever, that's great. Now, a wise man once told me, quit banging on the table, son. No cold quakes. Okay, thank you. How are you going to maintain your panels? What happens if a cable breaks, a connector breaks, and all of that? Analytic Gardner said, I want a smaller generator and panel now. The Mega 1 and 2, 240 are great. Analytic Gardner, yes, they are. And you don't have to. You can check out our website and you can go over there and get those, and or go wherever you want to get the Opus. If you get it off of Opus's website, you can use our coupon code Vision and the number 5 to save 5% on whatever it is you buy. So, Opus is one of our great partners, and they came through. Growing What I Eat. Good to see you. Welcome in, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Skull. Grown What I Eat said, just ordered 2 more 200-watt panels. Good info on Japan's panels. Yes. I want to see the price tag on them, because they're saying that they are 98% more efficient than current solar panels on the market. And awesome. Thank you, Analytic Gardner. And I can't wait to see these when they come out. I will keep everybody updated on that, because I'm gonna be digging into that to see when these things hit the market and what the price tag on them is going to be. But there it is. Now, back to my original question. How are you going to maintain your solar panels? First of all, if you have panels and you leave them outside, Gen X, welcome in. Good to see you. Exactly, Gen X. Gen X said, the problem with solar is the same with everything. It takes money. Yes, it does. It takes money that I don't have. Yeah, that is for sure. And he walked away disappointed. He'll be back. How are you going to maintain? If you have solar panels that you leave out, like Old Mutt and a bunch of y'all in the chat that have your own systems, you have panels that stay outside. How do you clean them? Basically, monocrystalline solar panels, you can take a damp cloth and just wipe them off. That's it. So he told you he'd be back. Yeah, he's not happy. Wipe them off with a damp cloth. Even the foldable panels, wipe them off with a damp cloth. Let them dry, or take a microfiber towel and wipe them off. Yeah. Growing What I Eat said, yes, I have a solar panel extra kit with loose wires, adapters. Exactly. Folks, you got to have things to maintain. And I'm not going to go through, let me move my coffee. Can't spill coffee or we'll have a personal shtf event. This is my solar kit, plain and simple. I'm not going to open it up because it rolls out to like that. Bug out weekend, I am going to talk more about this. But you need to have the tools and things to maintain your solar panels just like anything else, because stuff does break, come apart, or get loose. And one thing I will say, when you disconnect solar panels, the adapters, never, ever, never pull them by the wires to disconnect them. Grab onto the plastic and pull them apart that way. Once you squeeze the clip, these little clips break. I have a bag of male and female MC4 adapters and things like that. But the thing is, South Florida, aka Doug Skull, thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Hope the family's doing well. Anarchy Television, welcome in. Frank Short, good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. But you got to have a toolkit to maintain your panels as well. I have, and briefly, this is an extension cable that if I want to run my panels farther away, let's say I want to keep my panels outside, but I want to have the solar generator in the house. This is an additional 30 feet of cable that I can connect to my panels and run it into the house and do that. Now, the one thing I love about Opus is their cable that's attached to the solar panel is a 16-foot cable. Analytic Gardner said, wow, I want to see what's in the bag. Yeah. That class will be videoed, but I'm going to roll this thing out. I've got tools in here and accessories and extra everything to maintain all of my solar panels. If one of the clips break, I can take it off, put a new one on it. If a cable breaks, I can either splice it together or run a whole new cable altogether. I even have an extra cable here that one end is bare and the other end has the MC4 connectors on it that will allow me to do whatever. And also, I have, if I need to charge a battery, I've got the cable clips, no sir, on one end, and bare connectors on the other end to put on it whatever needs to be done. But you gotta have the tools to maintain them, just like your car. If you change your own oil filters, you gotta have all that, fuses, extra filters, extra oil, light bulbs, all of those things. Yeah. Yardbird said, Analytic Gardner, he'll show you his if you show him yours. Yep. Frank said, I'm tired. I've been rebuilding a lady's barn for her for barter. I get it, Frank. And there you go, bruh. Get some rest tonight, get a good night's sleep, and back at it. Yeah. But, we need to get done what's done. Country TX2's in the building. Good to see you, bruh. Welcome back. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. But the key, folks, is you got to maintain your solar panels. Your nephew, he's trying hard. He's got his head in my lap and just sitting there like, Dad. He don't want nothing but attention. What time is it? It is 8:49. Yep, exactly, Paul. Paul said, You got to have a good maintenance bag for them, no matter how big the solar you are running. That's right. No matter how big your system is, you got to have a good bag that will handle multiple situations and things like that. Growing What I Eat said, definitely good to have those extension cables and more than one generator. Hurricane Helena showed me that in a way to secure panels or keep them out of people's line of sight. Absolutely. Exactly. To either have them secured or have them be able to be removed quickly and stored in the house or wherever you need to do, plus so other folks can't see them and try to adopt them. I'll say that. But you know that's how we do it. It is amazing and how simple we can do it. Grit and grace. I was waiting for that. She said, "Oh, Mr. Squishy Face." Yes, he is laying here with his head on my thigh and like, "Hi, Dad, I'm here. Just do something." So if I pet him, he'll raise up his head and he'll be like, "Yes, thank you, Dad. You okay? You're sleepy? You don't feel good? What's going on? Or are you just sleepy? Okay, hi." Yeah, as the paw smacks me. But, you know, I'll be talking more about my repair toolkit at Bug Out Weekend. Um, but you got to have it. It's a must. And a good friend talked to me about that. And I thank you for that. But these are some basic things to think about. Think about the solar generator. First step is, what are your essential items you need to power with a solar generator? Once you figure that out, now you need to pair that with a comparable solar panel or solar panels. I always recommend having more than one. Currently, I have two, four, five, six, seven solar panels that range anywhere from 100 watts all the way up to 240 watts. Ouch, Cole. That does. You got some big feet there, bro. Okay, I'll give you here. You give me about 3 more minutes, then I'll let you come up and do your thing. Okay, thank you. As he puts his head back in my lap. But that's what you need, folks. But you know, Opus has some amazing deals. Just for example, and I'm not trying to push products, but I'm giving you some examples. For example, Opus's 100-watt solar panel is 180 bucks. Could you find it cheaper? You may. Do your homework. Their 100-watt solar panel is 180 bucks. Their 240-watt solar panel is 420 bucks. Personally, I think that's a little pricey, but their solar panel's good. For other reasons. Can you find a 240 cheaper? Absolutely. You can check Amazon for sure, and do it that way. But do your homework and figure it out. What are you doing? Huh? You okay? Give me a few, bro, and I'll let you say goodbye to everybody. But you know, do your homework. Stay within your budget. I always talk that. If a 200 400 Cole, stop. If a $400 solar panel is out of your budget for a 240-watt, then look at buying 200-watt solar panels from somewhere and connect them together. That at least will give you 200 watts maximum. I don't care where you get them from. You that's on you. Yeah. Yeah. um you know, it's yeah, exactly. Exactly. She is sunshine. Nephew wants some attention. He does. He's been with me all day. I work from home. He's been home. He's been here, and now he's pawing at me. Yeah. Yeah. So it is what it is. Aston Teen, yes, she said, be careful of eBay, folks. I got scammed by two with stellar seller accounts who had delayed shipping due to manufacturer past the 90-day mark to contest the transaction. Always be careful buying online, period. We all know that. Yeah, yeah. No kung fu time tonight, Paul. We had kung fu time, believe it or not, this morning. So he's kung fu'd out, but he does want dad's attention. Did this make sense? I hope somebody got something out of this because I tried to keep it basic. But if you have a solar generator, you're going to need at least one solar panel. Okay. And keep in mind, the higher wattage in solar panels you get, the more input you're going to get into your solar generator, which means it's going to charge faster, plain and simple. I don't care if you get, if it's cheaper to buy 400-watt solar panels versus 200-watt, 240-watt solar panels, do it. And then learn how to serial connect them together to get that maximum input. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. I'm trying to keep it basic. Mama Moore, thank you so much. My brother from another mother, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. Skull, bruh. Uh-oh, he said internet down here in upstate New Yorkistan. Should I be concerned? Is it a area outage or a statewide outage, Mike? Yeah, yeah. Yes, Ed, exactly, or a charger that works through your car system. Now, I can't speak for all of the solar generators on the market. I can only speak for what I know and what I've experienced. The majority of the OUPES solar generators, and I'm pausing because I'm trying to think to make sure this is correct, come with the car charger, the DC charger that you can also plug into your car and charge your solar generator also. And that is a great backup to the backup to the backup. And as you see, your nephew over here is coming around, and we got 3 minutes left. Let me move my coffee before he does what he does. And at this point in time, come on. Hi. You okay? What's the matter with the puppy? You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. No, you're just going to sit there and look around. Y'all's nephew. Come on. Come on. Come on up. Oh, he just wants daddy time. He put his head on my lap. Hi, my name's Dad. What's your name? Come on up here. Come here. Cole. No? Okay. Then don't. Come. There you go. Come on up. Come on. You okay? Come on up here. Come on. Come on. There he is. There's y'all's nephew. He just wants daddy time. That's all. That's all he wanted. Plain and simple. Yes, I see you. Okay. You say hi to everybody? Look, over here. There, right there. Yeah, over here. It's okay. There's nothing out there. It's okay. No need to get wound up. Y'all's nephew. Hi. You're okay. It's okay. Yeah. That's all. He wanted some daddy time as he shakes the table and everything else in the room. Yeah, he's a big baby, without a doubt. But folks, I hope that this helped and at least got you thinking. The number one thing I would say for the takeaway, no bite, is put together a toolkit, put together a tool bag so that you have the ability to repair your solar panels. because there's nothing worse than having a broken cable. Now you're out of luck, and you spent good money on the panel. No need to throw it away and spend more good money. Have a repair kit so that you too can repair your solar generator. With that, okay. You okay? Are you happy now? Okay. Y'all's nephew. Thank you so much. Growing what I eat. Tell everybody bye-bye. Over here. No, he's not worried about everybody. He's only concerned about Dad. Okay, you do have to get down. Okay. Thank you. While I close out the show. No bite. Lay down. Thank you. I hope this helped, y'all. And I hope that it got you thinking. You're more than welcome, Mama Moore. And I really, 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 really want to dive deep into this as I'm watching the replay here and the video, and the table's rocking because your nephew was on the table. But at the bug out weekend, ooh, Mike said the internet's been down since 5 o'clock. Ooh, not good. Yeah. Yep. Rabbit, how are you? Hope you're doing well. If I did not speak to you, I just wanted to make sure. You're more than welcome, Tammy. Thank you. TX2, I'm going to give you a call here shortly. Folks, get your solar panels, get your backup power, because we're going to see more power outages this year. It's only April. Okay. We've already had some throughout the country. There's going to be more. Again, I hope this helped, or at least put you in the mindset of thinking about your solar. Okay, Hudson Valley says seems to be Frontier Communications. Yep. Forrest said Blue Eddy has a good DC to DC charging system. Awesome. Oh, Vet Prep said I can't get this video on my laptop, so I'm using my phone. That's interesting. Well, glad you're here, Vet Prep. Glad you are here. Hudson Valley said the internet apocalypse may have begun. Well, we'll see. And keep your ear, folks, because that could be real. You never know. It could very well be something. Yeah, Mike, I hope it comes back up soon. I hope at least Frontier is saying what the problem could be. Thank you very much, Old Mutt. I appreciate you. And you know that, my friend, very much so. Hashtag Old Mutt's kids. Can't say it unless you met that man. Can't do it. And folks, everybody, enjoy the rest of your Mayhemic Thursday. We as my man Country Dreamin' says, we paint your way from the weekend. We paint your way. And with that, folks, remember this, please. Keep on prepping, because your family depends on you. And it depends on your life. This is Vision Preparedness. God bless everybody. Have an amazing evening, and we will see you in the next video. Take care, and God bless. The time is now.